there, listeners. It's your annoyingly optimistic host here, bringing you another season of the Annoyingly Optimistic Show. Welcome to Season 2, Voicemails to Tim. Now, let's meet Tim. He's been running his own small business for almost 3 years now, and let's just say he's hit a bit of a rough patch. You know how it is. Sometimes you get so stuck, you make yourself busy and just avoid finding the real problems. Well, that's Tim. So as a good friend, I decided to leave him a daily voicemail, if I can't get hold of him, filled with nuggets of inspiration, insight and wisdom, and downright brilliant ideas to help get him unstuck. Every day, in just under 10 minutes, I'll share some tips, tricks, and a healthy dose of optimism to get Tim, and maybe even you, back on track. Because let's face it, we're all a little tired, in need of help, and muddling through. So here we go. Oh wait, never mind. Tim's being busy. Here's the voicemail I left him today. Hi Tim, sorry I missed you again. Hope you're well, mate. Just picked up on something you said the other day with regards to, there's a couple of bits of your business you're not really kind of a fan of. You said it slightly stronger than that. But I wanted to focus on this because it's the idea of, and what I want you to do is make a list of all the things in your business you hate. Now that's a strong word, but what are the things that zap your energy? What are the things that seem to take too long, that seem to ruin your flow, the things that you really don't kind of look forward to? I want you to make a list and be bold, be brave. Don't miss anything off there. Put everything that really kind of drags you down. If you want to make this a little bit kind of easier, one way to do it is write a list of all the things that you love, absolutely love in your business. Put that list aside. We'll come back to that another day. Write down the things that you seem to spend a lot of time at. You don't necessarily hate them, but they seem to take a lot of time. Again, that's something else we can come back to. We'll talk about vampires, but that's a chat for another day. And then the things that you really, really dislike, the things that, you know, keep you up at night, the things that you put off and put off and put off. Write that list and be as honest with yourself as possible. And some things that you really don't like. Because the importance in here is not to kind of push those aside. It's to absolutely own them. And what I mean by that is that we need to kind of focus on, okay, let's dive into why you hate these. Is it because they take a lot of time? Is it because you find them hard? Is it because it's not what you got into business for? Because being in business and running your own business is hard enough without having to tackle things that you really, really don't like. But so the importance of doing this list is, A, they bring them to the fore. They make you realise what those things are, and we can actually then kind of focus on them. One of the easiest things is to find, okay, can we outsource these? Can we find a piece of software that did them? For me, it was bookkeeping. Hated bookkeeping. I've told a story before of having a cupboard in the corner of my office, big tall cupboard, which kind of everyone knew not to open because that's where I stuffed receipts. And this is going back many years now, because I just put it off and I put it off and I put it off. Eventually faced this fear, this dislike, got a piece of software in there. It's now an absolute kind of dream. But you've got to identify what those things are. And if yours is bookkeeping, then we can talk about software, a couple of very good software that can do that. But focus on the things that really wind you up, that really kind of make you wish that you weren't in business. And we've got to own them. We've got to then start shaping the business around those. And I don't mean make those the primary focus, but how can we make those less of an impact? How can we lessen those things? How can we take them away from that hate list? So the things that you don't have to do, that there's an automated way to do it. There's a bit of software that makes it easier. We can get someone in to do it. We can outsource it. Whatever those things are, the longer we leave them just on that hate list and we just try and avoid them and go around them, the bigger they get. The bigger they get when they come back again and you want to avoid them even more. The bigger they get when, you know, when you're just kind of constantly avoiding them. Like for me, it's that cupboard in the corner. You know, so we need to really nail down that list and then systematically start going, okay, how can we tackle each one of these? How can we make it so that we eliminate these from the business? Because, as I said, business is hard enough with all the things that you need to be doing, that you like doing, that make the business hard. We don't need things that are really, really bringing you down. Another way to help kind of identify some of these things, if you're kind of struggling or you think you haven't necessarily got everything, just over the course of a week, get a notebook, get a pad or something like that. And at the end of each day, either at the end of the working day or later in the evening once you've kind of decompressed, is write down all the things looking back at that previous day that zapped your energy, that kind of, you know, brought you down, which kind of sent you off in a spin or things like that. Because sometimes that little bit of reflection and focusing just on the day
as opposed to that arbitrary, what are things that I don't like? And if you do that for a week or so and note down all those tasks, that then allows you to really kind of laser focus on what it is you don't like, what it is that's really kind of zapping your energy. And then we can start systematically tackling those job by job by job. Because if we can get rid of those, in getting rid of those, it also makes you appreciate things that you do like. We focus on those, we focus on things that you don't like, and we slowly start taking the business forward. So I hope that's useful. Again, there's a couple of things that I already know are going to be on that list, but either dive in, try with the love, the time waste and the hate list, or do that kind of weekly one. I've got actually a worksheet, which is quite a cool one. So if you do get stuck, Tim, let me know and I can ping you over a PDF, which is a worksheet which you can actually fill in. There's some other questions on there, bit of journaling, topic for another day. But yeah, let's identify those things that you hate, that you really don't like, which zap your energy, and let's start tackling them one by one. Hopefully catch up with you soon, Tim. Bye for now.
And that's it for today's episode of Voicemails to Tim on the Annoyingly Optimistic Show. Now remember, Tim might be busy, but we're all in this together. Whether you're tired, in need of help, or just muddling through, Tim is here for you because, well, Tim is you. Yes, you heard that right. Tim isn't just my friend, he's a reflection of all of us who are struggling to make it work. TIM stands for tired, in need of help, and muddling through. So if you're feeling like a Tim, you're not alone. For all those ambitious listeners, if you've got a burning business question, a quirky thought, or just want to see if you can leave an even weirder voicemail, head over to the website voicemailstotim.com, submit your question, and maybe, just maybe, you'll hear your idea in a future voicemail to Tim. So until then, stay annoyingly optimistic, keep pushing forward, and remember, if life gives you lemons, leave a voicemail about it.